Welcome back to another tier list. Howdy partners, how you doing? Today I'm coming in hot with the accessories. Start off with Diabolus Ring. Diabolus Ring, this is one of the most recognizable, most OP items in the game. Everybody knows about this if you have any late game builds. It gives a flat HP of 100, a flat SP 100, increases effectively of all healness by 5% and increases damage against the best MVP to farm equips end game, which is set in Morroc. Without a doubt, this is an item that is S tier. It gives so much status. It gives so much good stuff that we cannot make it less than S tier. As you guys can see, there is a lot of items that we have to cover today. So I'm gonna bundle a lot of these to F tier so we can move on quickly and not take forever here. Next up, we have Ring of Resonance. And Ring of Resonance, this is the best out of the two because of a few set skills it can give you. If we open here, you can see all the items, all the skills that it could potentially give. You see Quagmire, Heal, Asuncho, Tarot card. These are the greatest defensive abilities you can trigger out of an item. It's so fucking cool. It doesn't have a slot and it doesn't need, because this is a percentage of all kinds of skills. It's just these skills right here, not all kinds. Without a doubt, we have to put this at an S tier here. This is even in front of Diabolus Ring, in my opinion. It's in front of Diabolus Ring. Next, we have Angelic Ring. This Angelic Ring is amazing. It increases heal. So this is for support. If you're an high HP, I believe this can be a great item for you to buff up your chances of healing incredibly high. However, the chances are pretty low, if I remember correctly, and it's within 3 seconds. So unless you're within Braji, you're probably gonna get 1 or 2 heals off with this buff before anything. We're gonna put Angelic Ring at a B tier because it does not have a slot either. It does not have many things that we deem necessary to be a great item. And we know that things that trigger for seconds, like this, that triggers for seconds, we know that this is a really bad mechanic in the game. We don't want items that do that because it limits so much. 3 seconds, it's so short. If it was 5 seconds, maybe you can get 2 skills off, but 3 seconds too short. Next up, we have Armor Charm. Armor Charm, this is one of the best early items for swordsmen with padded armor because of the high defense and plus 200 HP, which it's basically a Rhoda card, a little bit better even. I put this at an easy A tier because of the fact that this is a great early on item. This item doesn't have to necessarily be bad later on, because if you do have these padded armor that you invest probably a ton of money to upgrade it and do everything, then this is just an item that gives you all these stats and you can duplicate them. Because of that, I will put it at A tier. You can be used at a lot of classes. Next up, we're gonna look at a lot of our F tiers. So here we're gonna start with our first F tier, and I'm gonna put all of them F tiers, everything that I believe it is F tier. So this is our F tier segment here. Ready? Skull Ring F tier, Golden Ring F tier, Silver Ring F tier, Flower Ring S tier, Diamond Ring F tier, Belt F tier, Novice Amulet F tier, Fashionable Sack F tier. This is an item that gives 2 strength and you have to make a quest, and it's so unnecessary. You might as well just have a ring, and it's only limited to merchants. Gusly, this is a quest item. Laboratory Permit, this is a quest item. This Cursed Silk, this is an item that is only used with the item set of a Phantom Spear, which gives you confusion. But counter argument to this shit is that you can just use a Gear card and you'll be better off, most likely. And I think with that, we have covered all of our F tiers. And there's probably one of these. It's Ancient Wise King. I'm gonna put them here, which is the item for 2 tribes. So that's why it has 3 of them, because one is lesser elemental, one is the higher one, and this one is the quest item. All right, let's move on to the next one. Bison Horn. Ooh, boy, this one fucking goes. Oh, Bison Horn goes crazy, bro. Goes crazy hard, because this is the best DPS item late in the game, along with Bloody Shackle. These are on par with each other to me, to be honest, because of the 2 agility and because of this combo right here with the Tourney Buckler, which gives attack speed 10% and reflect all physical damage back to 5%, reflect all physical damage. Dude, this is so fucking incredibly amazing. This speed up right here, 10% attack speed up. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? And the item looks badass, and it gives 2 agility. 2 agility is a brooch, so whatever a brooch is, this is double that because of the fact that it combos with the item. And most likely, if you have any class that wears a shield, this is your primary item for sure. So because of that, we're gonna put Bison at a S tier. Is it in front of Resident? I don't think so still. I think this item is so fucking broken that it's not better. Is it better than Diabolus Ring? Personally, yes. I believe so. Let's go to the next up. Black Cat. This is an item that is only used for stalkers, which is later on one of it's a trans class of rogues. It gives 3 dexterity. However, you need a rogue's treasure to be good, and this is what it does with the Black Cat. It increases damage inflicted to large monsters by 8% every 2 refinement level of your weapon. Increases the hit, but decreases variable cast. This sounds bad, but this is actually great because decreasing variable cast time means your cast time is shorter, so it's so freaking good. However, you do need the rogue's treasure to get, because it can only be used by rogue. This is a problem. If it could be used by assassins, I would have put it on much higher grade, because you have jurors and you have specialized jurors and other level 2 level 1 weapons that you can get the high upgrades high enough where these buffs right here would be so good. But because of the limitation to stalkers, I am going to put this at a B tier. I'm going to put this at a B tier. I'll put it in front of Angelic Ring because I think you can have so many more better options than this. The increased damage is great and all, but the limitations of classes and what you can do, there's so many cards that you want to wear in your accessories. The slot is very important, and not having a slot and only giving 3 dexterity, which is not something that you're gonna value so much. If it was agi or flee or strength or attack, it would make it higher, but it's not. Next one, this is another one. Oof. Oh my god. Bloody Shackle Ball. This is one of those ones that you just cannot have enough. Bloody Shackle Ball gives flat 50 attack. You don't care about any of this right here. This nobody cares about. But right here, oof, man, slap your mama. Call your sister your brother. You feel me? It's crazy. And the shackles are easy to get. The shackles are not difficult. You just go find some zombie prisoners and you get the shackles in no time. Is it useless? Yes. And you cannot slot it, but it doesn't matter. Plus 50 attack is something that you cannot achieve easily at all in this game. You have to value it the most. One of the best combos is to use a bloody shackle in one side, like here in the game, right? As you can see here on my side, I have a clip and I have a sprint ring. So in the case, you use here left side bloody shackle, right side you do bison, and that way you just be a fucking monster. You just be a DPS monster. So because of that, bloody shackle is to me, oh, this is gonna be controversial, but bloody shackle is to me even better than the resonance. I think it's even better. I think it's even better because it's like, what do you value more? Do you value defense or do you value attack more? And I have to say attack, always. DPS over everything, you feel me? So because DPS is my most valuable thing, this is why I'll keep Bloody Shackle at the highest S tier so far. Next one is Bow Thimble, and Bow Thimble is probably by far the greatest item for archers, even early on in late game, because of this right here, the 3% added chance, and you can add on top of it a slot. The chances are extremely slow, but regardless of that, even the item like this is a 3% increased damage, and for that I will put it at a strong A tier, even in front of this. It's easy. The gargoyles, you go farm the stings early on to try to get gloves slotted, and you can get a chance of getting this instead. Are people happy about it? No, but you can sell for a decent amount of money, and if you have a hunter, it's a great accessory to add to your slot. Next up is another sniper item. This is actually for snipers only, and this item is just S tier, bro. Of course, you need the Icarus wing, and they will both go in S tier slots. They don't have slots, but it doesn't matter. This right here, the 25% skill reduction, I'm just gonna rank both of these together right now because they go together. You cannot have one without the other for it to not be good. Of course, you have to hunt these mobs GLD dungeons, as we talked about, WoE dungeons, and if you're able to do that and get these items, this is one of the, like, all these stats are great for a hunter. You're getting here plus 6 dexterity plus 100 SP with the reduction of 25% of SP. That's insane. You can also wear on top of this, you can wear a Yule cap with Odin's Bless. Sure, it's a little bit heavy, but you reduce your SP to another 10%. That's 35%. Dude, your double strife is going to be within 8 SP to 7 SP cost. That's wild. Because of that, because of the difficulty, and then it has no slot, but it's so incredible, I'm going to, and it's very limited to only snipers, I'm going to put it A tier. I'm only not wanting to put it at S tier because these are only items that you can get through GLD dungeons, and that I think it takes down a level and it becomes so difficult to acquire realistically. I think still a lot of people will like DPS better. Even if you have these two or the option of this, as a hunter you still pick a Bloody Shackle instead of these two, because if you want to do more damage, if you want to consume SP, of course. I think these are situationals, these are not for all the time, and you still would like something with a slot because Mimic card, because of Creamy card, because of a lot of utility cards that you can use overall. Next one is Brooch. Brooch is a classic. Without a slot, it gives 2 agility. With a slot, it gives 1 agility. And this is one of the classics. And I think these classic ones, I'm gonna keep all at the A tier list around here. 2 agility, quite simple stats, great item. Plus 1 agility at level 90, still great item. People enjoy it quite a lot. Is it the most valuable one? No, but it's a classic, you know what I mean? Next one is Celebrant Mitten. Celebrant Mitten is dropped from Morroc and Anubis. It gives 1 intelligence. It's never possible to give you a slot, and that I will be putting at a B tier. Actually, I'll put it as C tier. B tier, it's quite meh, you know, quite average, not great, not amazing. Because of that, we'll keep it at a B tier. Next up is the most famous accessory of all, Clip. And Clip, of course, it only gives 10, and we don't quite ever see this becoming a much of a thing, because a lot of people don't pay attention to this. A lot of people don't pay attention to these combos. They're very important, of course, but Clip itself, you just want, because it's light, it has 1 slot, it's one of the best early on items. You need it, and it drops from Dragonfly at a 30% chance, so you can get it quite often. You can farm alarms as well, which is an expensive option. Do not farm this to get Clip. This is trolling for sure. So Clip, we will be putting it at a strong A tier. A tier, it's the best. Even novices can use it. It has no level requirement, and it's the best acquirable items early on. Next up, we're looking at Cold Heart. It's only used for assassins, and it's the same case scenario as the Black Cat, but this one is only for assassins. But because of this, I believe it's a little bit more valuable. Rogue's treasure is insane, let me tell you. The Rogue's treasure will be S tier for sure, but this, nah, I'm gonna have to put it at the same place as the other one. Sure, it increases damage by 8%. I'm gonna put this at an A tier because medium-sized mobs is something that you're gonna most likely be hunting a lot as an assassin. Increase attack speed is absolutely bonkers as an assassin, and because you have Qatar, you will be able to get these level up higher, probably to +8 with not much investment. And because of that, I will be putting Cold Heart at an A tier, but the lowest A tier for sure. I'll put it in front of, I'll put it along with these. I think I like that, and because 8% in medium is bonkers. It's really good. Next up, Critical Ring. Critical Ring is a bit tricky to get because most likely you're gonna get it from these places, in Old Violet box or a jewelry box, which is a quest. It gives 5 critical. It has no other attributes to it, and honestly, we'll just put it at a strong B tier. Sure, critical is great, but you can always put a Kobold card on a Rosary and you get about the same results. But I think critical flat crit is really cool to have and a really cool mechanic in the game, so I will still value a little bit higher than +1 intelligence, you know. Next up is Cursed Hand. And Cursed Hand is so incredibly cool because of this right here. When attacking, there's a 3% chance of auto casting level 1 critical wounds. Critical wounds is so good because any mob that heals itself, it will decrease the heal amount that they will do. Plus, on top of it, you gain these stats. You get +10 hit, which is accuracy, and on top of it, 20% HP recovery. Dude, if you are a knight and you wear this and do relaxing on top of it, you will recover your SP in no time. Imagine you can carry 2 of these. Look at the weight. Look at this weight. It's half of a clip. Half of a clip. So you can carry 2 of these around at all times and just equip them to recover HP. It will boost your HP recovery to 40. You understand? So because of that, because it's basically like a mini hack, a mini boost of like HP recovery, I will put it for sure a strong S tier. Not in front of Diablos, not in front of any of these. These are all big boys, you know what I mean? But it's for sure an S tier. The critical wounds are great. The hit is fucking amazing. And on top of it, the brokenness of the HP recovery is just MVP worthy equipment, you know. Next up is Cursed Star. I'm gonna be fully honest, I don't know much about this, but I do enjoy the fact of this right here. The cursed in a ranged effect gives 2 dexterity, -1 luck, +3 magic defense when equipped. Every 10 seconds when unequipped, lose 300 HP. As 2% +25 attack. Ooh, hold on, this is kind of good. 25 flat attack. I just don't like this. So 2, 4, 8. So you get 8% chance of inflicting curse on your enemy by this combo. I'm going to put Cursed Star at a strong B tier. It seems very situational. I'll put a A tier in front of both Thimble because of the fact that the 25 is half of the Bloody Shackle. It gives curse will be so beneficial because of the curse, because of it slows down movement, and once it slows down movement you can just hit it so much with your attacks as a sniper. Especially Earring gives 1 intelligence, but it's also, this is the slaughter version. The unslaughtered version gives 2 intelligence. Great item. Intelligence is harder to come by in the game, so this will be higher than the Mitten and even the Brooch. The Brooch I don't value as much as an Earring. So an Earring I will be putting in front of the Brooch for sure. Next up, Expert Ring. Expert Ring, it reduces your aftercast for 5%, but increases all your SP skills by 5%, the amount of SP you use. This is an amazing item. The way is slow. It has 1 slot. You can put other things. Aftercast delay means the skill delay between attacks, the animations and everything like that you do after the cast. So if those are faster, it means that you can reactivate it once the cooldown is over. Of course, you can reactivate it even faster. Very important item. I will put this at probably the strongest A tier because it has a slot. It gives basically a small superpower of the aftercast, but with a price, right? I'll keep behind all these items because I'll still would value all these items before this. Next up, Eye of Dullahan. This eye is so incredibly cool because it reduces damage taken from undead and demon monster by 4%, and it also gains immunity to poison, which is something that a lot of undead monsters do. And poison is quite annoying because it affects your HP and SP recovery, and because of that I will put this also at a strong I'll put it at a B tier, the strongest B tier there is. It's very situational. You only use it for certain places, and a lot of the places that you'll only be hunting undead or demon monsters, you'll most likely want another item. Another tanky items are better even. Next up is Eye Stone Ring. This is a drop from Dunair or Dark Shadow, which is deep in the 2 tribes quest, which is the Nidhogg MVP. It gives you a 2 crit and a max SP of 25. It's basically a clip. It's every job can use it, but it's even better than a clip because of these stats and the ability that it's able to use to every class. We're going to put this at a strong S tier, for sure the lowest. This is basically our best clip in the game. Next up, Glove. Glove slotted gives 1 dexterity. This is one of the classics too in the game. People freaking love this so much. They will hunt Sting. Sting gives great XP, especially during the levels of between level 60 to level 90. You can realistically level up as Stings and try to get a glove. It's just very infuriating that the card and the glove is the same percentage. So when you get a card, it hurts your heart. Okay, but because of that, I'm going to put Glove behind all these items because now if I'm looking as we are even snipers, right, valuing these items, I'm gonna have to put these behind them. But I value these even better than Expert Ring because the flat dexterity can be used for a lot of things. You can use for brewing, you can use for casting, you can use for damage. There's a lot that can be used for. However, there is clearly a god category, and that's where these items belong to. Next up is Goddess of Fortune's Cursed Brooch, and this is a critical item that gives a chance of cursing yourself along it. However, if you have a certain threshold of luck, you become immune to this automatically. You understand once you add all the luck points. 6% is very high, and I'm going to put this a little bit lower than the critical rank. I'm going to put this another at a C tier. It's very situational, and the potential feedback, it's terrible. Iron Wrist, the next one. Iron Wrist will increase the bash amount by 6%. This is a pretty straightforward item. No slot, no nothing. I'm going to put this at a C tier as well. You still would want anything above here over this. Early on, the 6% is great, but you realistically move on from this very fast. I think it's an S tier item for early levels merchants and swordsmen, but later on you definitely switch out to most likely an armor chain or other upgraded items from that same area. Next is Lesser Elemental Ring, and this is one of the rings that we were talking about, and this is all of the potential abilities it can give. It can pick stone, you can use greed, which is the ability to pick up items off the floor. This is identify, which is sense. It gives a bunch of fun stats. It also gives a bunch of defensive stats. When you get hit, you can run like a TK, you can do high jump, you use first aid, this will get you kill for sure, and backsliding will like an assassin. Cool, really cool stuff, really cool stats, but I'm gonna have to value this a little bit low because I think it can get you killed a lot of times, so I'm going to put the lesser one at a C tier as well. I don't like everything it gives, plus sure the +1 is cool, but this a lot of times becomes so annoying to deal with, so because of that I will put it at a C tier. I'll put it all the way at the front. I believe it's better than all of these. It's a troll item. It will mess you up a lot of times. Next up, it's Librarian Glove, and I believe this is one of the best items for sages and wizards and soul linkers that are trying to maximize their items, because this eventually will give you 5 intelligence on an accessory. And the items that you wear with it, which is Principles of Magic, which is the best book item in the game for professors because of the flat 20 and the +3 intelligence. It's so incredibly good. The pocket watch will be the most difficult thing to acquire, but if you can get your hands on a Librarian Glove with the pocket watch, has to be easily with the full combo an S tier. I might be biased because I am a professor. It will be the lowest of the S tiers because there is a huge if, but I'll put it in front of Critical Ring because I still value it higher than Critical Ring. Next up, Linen Glove. And Linen Glove, this is another item that will increase your dexterity and your agility, but you do need refine improved ties to get the best of it. The perfect dodge is so incredibly good. You get a +8 with the combo, but if we're just looking at this, everybody that can use it, these are a lot of classes. This is a great freaking item. +2 agility, this is even better than a brooch slotted, and +1, this is a glove slotted. This is a brooch slotted, 2 brooch slotted, and 1 glove slotted, and +1 magic defense and 1 defense as well. Wow, we have to put a Linen Glove at a strong S tier for sure. It's a great item. It can be used by multiple classes. I will put here. That feels good. Next up is Lunatic Brooch, which is another item for hunters. It's pretty good, but not the best. You do need a Luna Bow, which nobody really uses because it's not great for damage. It's most like a defensive item. And because the only way to make this good is with a crappy bow, I'm gonna have to put this as our B tier, even our lowest one. Don't value at all. I don't think these are worth enough. You can just get a glove and you'll be happy to have an orc bow. You'll be so much better. Next up, Matyr's Leash. This is a classic for Ragnarok. People love it. This is an S tier item from early game. Nobody will deny it. If you have this in your level 35 guy, you're the most OP guy. You're the most OP 35, you know. I will be putting this at a B tier here along with these because the versatility can be used by every class, and 1 agility can go pretty useful to any melee, to anything you can use. Next up is Morpheus Bracelet, and we'll be evaluating both of the Morpheus Ring and the Bracelet together because they're part of the same combo and they give very similar stats. 1 intelligence and +5 SP, 1 intelligence maximum SP +5. Since they're the exact same item, I'm going to tell you that this is the best early end game item for you to have. This is the best early end game. Is this Biz? No. But if your monk has this set as an Azura, you have so much damage and SP and all that. You can also do this for a professor. You can do this for any classes that need SP really. And it also basically gives you a Fen card on top of it with the full combo. So because of that, because of this full set at the end, so you're gonna get 2 intelligence for this, 1 intelligence for this, 1 intelligence, 4 intelligence, plus 5 is 9 intelligence. Magic defense, that's 11, that's 3, so that's 14. Max SP, you're getting 5 from each ring, plus 10 from the garment, that's 40 max SP along with this. Then you get this, but it does increase casting time by 25%. So this is bad. This is a debuff. Still, even with all these are both S tiers. These are our early on S tier item. Yeah, we cannot ignore them. Next up is Morrigane's Belt. Morrigane's Belt gives plus 5 attack and plus 3 critical. It drops from Kiao. It's pretty simple. This is a great item early on. It can be used before pre-rebirth. However, the level 61 is a little bit troll, but the plus 5 attack and the 3 critical rate, it's amazing for any classes that want to do damage. So Morrigane's Belt is a little bit better than the Morrigane's Pendant. For the Morrigane's Pendant, the plus 2 strength is cool, but plus 5 attack can do a huge difference. The plus 2 can only do a difference if you're trying to close the plus 10 formula of your strength base. So for example, here I have 30 plus 3. If I have Vitality 37, that would close a bonus, the plus 3. You understand? If that's the case, if the bonus here closes such plus 10 formulaic bonus, then it'll be better. But that's very rarely that you need exactly 2 in those slots. So because of that, I will put Morrigane's Belt at a A tier, the lowest A tier, and the Morrigane Pendant at one of the lowest B tiers, because the flat attack is better than flat strength. Next up is Necklace. Necklace gives 1 vitality. Pretty difficult to get. You can only get from these items. Without the slot is even difficult. This one I'm gonna put at a strong B tier, even lower. I'll put at the lowest C tier. I don't quite like it. Nobody quite uses it. It's not very valuable at all. Plus 1 vitality. You're not gonna value so much as getting more than flat defense or the recover HP or anything like that. Next up, oh, this is one of those. Oh my god, Orleans Glove. Orleans Glove, this is the best magic attack damage item. It gives flat magic attack damage and dexterity, which it affects your cast, and with this combo it will decrease your casting by 10%. This is the best item for any magic attack DPS characters, and this one will go all the way up here. I will value a little bit lower than Bison because it gives the reflect with the attack speed damage, so I will value a little bit higher. But Orleans Glove is always the best end game item you can have. Next one is Pinguicula Corsage. This is another item that is basically a clip slotted, but it's only for high classes, like second high classes. Because of that, I will put this at the lowest A tier because it's great and all. I'll put a little bit behind clip because I still value clip because of the versatility it gives. The magic defense is going on, but there's no defense, and the plus 25 SP is, I mean, it won't change much. It's much easier to get a clip than to get this. Next up is Pocket Watch. Pocket Watch is amazing. It's the best DPS item in the game for magic damage, and this I will put it at a strong S tier. It's very difficult to get. I'll put it together with Librarian Glove like this next to each other because they're that good. You can get it through the Jewelry Box quest or Label Buy, which is another dungeon mob. You can find it at certain mobs, but basically you want this and pick one of the sets that work for you. The memory book will also add more magic attack to overall damage, and you want all of it. This is the best damage in the game you can get for sure. Next up is Ring. Ring is the most classic one, and it gives 1 strength. You put a Mantis card and that's it. Like, that's basically how you end up. This is a cool item. I will put it at a strong A tier. I'll put it even in front of Brooch. This is how I value it. Great item. Plus 1 strength. Everybody loves it. Ring of Flame Lord. Amazing item. Gives mostly attack damage. Soul Collection, Explosion, Pressure, Fireball, Bowling Bash when attacking. So plus 2 strength, plus 1 vitality, and plus 15 attack. And resistance to fire damage by 10%. Combining with the Ring of Resonance will increase auto casting, but this one I don't find as much value as the blue one, but I will still put it at an S tier. However, the lowest S tier. I don't value as much. I think the skills are kind of not great. Next is Rogue's Treasure. Rogue's Treasure is the best assassin item in the game because of these right here. You hit 60, 90 strength and 9 agility, and then you can also pick one of these to go along with whatever class, and you can get a bigger bonus on top of it. The plus 10 hit and plus 10 fleet are insane stats. You want to have high strength and high agility to make sense, and then you get this on top of it. So if you're an assassin cross and you make a critical build, this is you having 2 of these at level 90, a level 70 with these stats all the way to 90. I don't think it's gonna be reasonable. I don't think you can do that yet, but around level 90 you'll be able to do this at full effect. So this I will put it at an S tier for sure. Next up is Rosary. This you can buy at a NPC, or you can drop it from Elisa or Mimic, which is quite the common ones. Now this is our lowest rank accessory, but I'm going to put it at an B tier all the way down here, because sure you can put a slot, but the slot is only a level 90. You only wear a level 90, and you can use this to boost up your brewers or blacksmith early on builds. So if it's early on builds, it has to be stay early on rankings as well, right? Next up is Safety Ring. Safety Ring gives, this is the best defensive item, gives plus 3 defense and plus 3 magic defense. Because it has no slot, I'm not gonna put it extremely high, but I will put it all the way up to an A tier here along with these guys. Put it in front of Ring, that feels about right. Next up is Shinobi Sash. Shinobi Sash, it gives 1 strength, 1 agility, and 1 magic defense plus 1 defense on top of it. No slot, however, it reduces the skill consumption of all skills by 20% if you're an assassin, rogue, ninja, or thief. This is amazing for consuming skill early on. This is a great item, but it does not have a slot, and you have to wear a ninja suit in order to make it manageable. Because of all of these things, I think for an assassin, it's a great item. So I'll put it as the lowest A tier, because 20% reduction of SP in all skills, it's really amazing too if you're not able to recover it easily. Next up is Spiritual Ring. Spiritual Ring gives 1 intelligence and 1 dexterity, has no slot, but it has the ability of doing this with wizardry and soul staff. I believe this is a really great item, but only if you are wearing these things and doing the combo set. Because of that, I will put this at our lowest S tier for now, because I don't believe it can be greater than anything up here. And if you have a choice of having these, you can wear it, sure, but yeah, they're not having slot, it's a huge issue. But the ability of abusing this, reduce casting rate with the wizard staff or soul staff rate, plus the 6% and 2 dexterity, which will give this 3 dexterity in total, is amazing. Next up is Spring Ring, and this is one of my favorite rings of all time. It reduces casting time by 10% after casting delay by increases after casting delay by 5%, which is like a buff and a debuff, but it doesn't matter, it still feels amazing. And the 5% doesn't make so much of a difference because the 10% feels better. And then the full set is even greater because it gives you 7% of max HP SP, and then it reduces an extra 3% and then reduces the aftercast by 15. So you can fully neglect the 5% increase that you get early on. Because of that, we'll be putting Spring Ring at S tier, but I will value this a little bit lower than a little bit lower than a Diabolus Ring. That feels about right. Vesper Core number 1, it will give you 2 intelligence, 3 magic resistance, and 5 total SP, which is basically the same as a Morpheus ring, this right here. It's amazing. Let's just cover all the Vesper Core at once. Vesper Core number 1 is intelligence. Vesper Core number 2 is attack. Vesper Core number 3 is agility, and Vesper Core number 4 is dexterity. All of them besides the agility one will go to S tiers because these stats are extremely good. Plus 10 attack is amazing, plus 3 strength are amazing, intelligence is difficult to come in accessories, plus 5% SP is insane because that's a Morpheus ring. 10 hit, it's amazing for any class that needs to hit anything at all, and plus 3 dexterity can even add to that. So Vesper Core 1, Vesper Core 2, and Vesper Core 4 are all S tiers, right? 1, 2, and 4 are all S tiers, and the agility one will go towards the S tier, even behind gloves. Oh, the sign. Oh, talk about the most difficult and longest quest in the game. This sign, not a lot of people know about this because it doesn't say any overall thing. However, look right here. You see that? That means it gives you a flat 5% attack and 5% magic attack buff. This is a sleeper. Nobody knows about this. And because of this, I will put the sign on S tier for sure. Even a very high S tier. Because there are certain classes. I'll put it in front of Vespers. This is the best item for Lord Knight Spiral to increase your damage. It's the only thing that will help your damage. And I am a Lord Spiral Knight fanatic. You hear me? I love it. Yes, I'm biased about this item. I would put it up here. You feel me? But I don't want to start a war. Alright. Next up is the Nile Rose. This is a quest item. It's basically a clip but better because you can get it to an extremely easy quest. It's the same exact as a clip, actually, not better. And because of that, I will put it right next to clip. It's the same thing, and you can wear it at any job level, unlike the Corsair one, right? Next up, Seal of Continental Guard. This is the one that gives attack speed. This is the quest for after you kill the Shadow of Morroc in the first map. You get to pick one of the 3 accessories. One accessory gives attack speed and flat HP. The Rune Spellstone, which is the other one. So this one gives HP and 3% attack speed. Rune Spellstone, which is the other accessory you can pick, will give you 50 SP and 1% reduction in cast time, which is really good for any casters. And Deathloop will give you a flat 5 critical. And if we're putting this in order, the 5 critical is better than a critical ring. So this will have to go at a strong A tier, even in front of all of these other items. Critical is such an amazing thing to have. I value even better than glove, even for a sniper, because critical can break a lot of physical defense. The Seal Continental Guard, this is the best item to get out of there. This is a strong S tier for me, a little bit behind the sign, but better than the Vesper Core for sure. Attack speed matters so much in this game, and you get a little bit of HP with a slot. And the last one, it gives only 1%. It's not so good, so this one I have to value less than all the others, and I'll put it as our lowest A tier. And that should be our final tier list for accessories. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Yesterday was my birthday, and honestly all I was thinking about was streaming and making content for y'all, and I'm happy I was able to do all of this today because I was really planning on it all. So thank you for being here. If you're enjoying Ragnarok Online, subscribe and like to the content I make. Have a wonderful day. I love y'all. Peace.